What's up, everybody? I just want to make a quick video about this little segment. I think it was on CNN, where you had this guy. He's like a terrorist sympathizer. He supported what happened on October 7th in Israel. I mean, he's a total anti-Semitic hate monger. But regardless of that, he's on this panel, or they're talking, or whatever, this discussion. And he's calling this guy a Nazi. He's calling Trump supporters a Nazi. This guy's a Trump supporter. So he's calling the man a Nazi. And apparently that's acceptable. Apparently it's okay to call people Nazis. But then when he fires back at the guy and says, you know, well, you support Hamas, then I hope your beeper doesn't go off. Oh my God, you just said you wish I was dead. All right, first of all, he said he hopes it doesn't go off. So even if you took him literally, he's saying he hopes you don't die. That's what he's saying. But regardless of that, how is that any worse than calling this man a Nazi? Saying, I hope your beeper doesn't go off is clearly, for one thing, it's clearly a joke. You know what I'm saying? I mean, unless he's a member of Hamas, which I don't think he is, even though he supports them, I don't think he's a member of them. So he's not a member of Hamas. He doesn't have the beeper. So it's clearly a joke. It's not literal. It's clearly a joke, and it's clearly said, to clap back at him for calling him a Nazi. He's not joking when he's calling the guy a Nazi, though. He's not. He's not joking when he calls all Trump supporters Nazi. He's not joking. He's serious. But apparently, to CNN, that's acceptable. It's okay to label half the country Nazis. It's okay to label this man a Nazi to his face, who has done nothing Nazi-like, of course. Calling Trump supporters Nazis it's insane. Trump's the most pro-Jewish, pro-Israel president we've ever had. It's so utterly stupid, okay? But anyway, regardless of that, just the hypocrisy, the double standards, it's unreal. It's so tiresome and worn out. It's like, who goes for this shit? Well, unfortunately, there's millions of Americans that go for this shit. Because that is just unbelievable. This guy is calling this man a Nazi to his face. And he's not joking about it. And so he claps back at him with a clear and obvious joke. And all of a sudden, it's a bridge too far. We're offended. We got to apologize to this man who calls everyone Nazis and worry about his little feelings and make an apology statement and ban the other guy from the show forever. Like, this is insanity, people. This is insanity. This is the country we've created, though, with this double standards, this hypocrisy, this open hate for anyone who goes against or doesn't believe in the left's agenda. They label you a Nazi. They label you a white supremacist. And then they turn around. Like, think about this. Barack Obama called Christians, Christian gun owners, bitter clingers. Okay? Hillary Clinton called Trump supporters deplorable. Joe Biden had a whole, I don't know what you want to call it, like a addressing the nation thing or whatever, where he labeled all Trump supporters as threats to democracy. Then he turns around and calls them garbage. And they can spin that and try to twist it all they want. It's on video. We know what he said, and he knows what he said. Y'all know what he said. You know you're lying. No one talks like that. He said, he didn't say the only garbage I see. If he was only talking about that one guy, he wouldn't say the only garbage I see is Trump supporters. He didn't say this Trump supporter. He said Trump supporters. End of sentence. If he was talking about that guy, he would have said the only garbage I see is him. Or the only garbage I see is the guy who told the joke or whatever. And they're trying to clean it up. Oh, it's not what he said. Whatever. And mind you, this is the, and they saying, immediately after he cleaned it up, he straightened it up or whatever. And then, but the Republicans aren't going to tell you that. Okay, these are the same people that lied for years and said that Trump said they were both good people on both sides. He said white supremacists were good people, even though he literally said in the next sentence, I'm not talking about the white supremacists. So that's just more hypocrisy and just flat out blatant lies and stuff from the left-wing media. And this is just an insane time to be alive. I never thought growing up in the 80s that our country would become like this, when the truth is at your fingertips, and instead you just keep letting propaganda brainwash you. It's insane, people. Like, I don't know when it's ever going to end. I hope it does, because this is insanity. Like, how do you get through and have conversations and discussions with people and find common ground with people who believe a bunch of things that aren't true? Like, they live in an alternate reality. I don't know what can be done, but this is ridiculous. Peace.